Hi everyone, my name is Marzena Dziedzicka, you can call me Marge, and I'm the project engineer working for W3G Marine. We're a small company based in Aberdeen. There's only about 10 of us. We've been in existence for the last 3 years, and today I will tell you a bit about what we do and what projects we have on the go, and how through the projects we show collaboration with the industry, raising the quality of services that we offer. Okay. So in my today presentation, I will go through the following points. First of all, I'll tell you a bit more corporate stuff about our company, about our activities in the renewable sector, about our work in the oil and gas industry, and then through the following projects, I will tell you how do we work with who we work, and what are the projects about, what are the expected outcomes of them, and what's our hopefully future, and how we aspire to it. Okay, so first of all, who we are a small company. We're hoping to grow bigger. We've been formed to address the marine installation and subsea projects. We will have a strong engineering background. There's quite a few engineers working together with a great deal of experience. Our management was initially formed by... Speak up, okay. Sorry.
No, it's not this microphone.
This doesn't work?
This one is for the video.
Oh. I'll speak here then. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stay here. Once again. Okay, so our company was formed initially by 4 experienced engineering engineers, and they collectively have over 100 years of experience. They all come from, sorry Paul, they all come from offshore construction background, and yeah, so there's a very strong core. We also employ a few very young and developing engineers, and that's really nice because we have a good profile of skills. Okay, what can we deliver? So our objective is to address, as I said, marine installation, offshore installation, and to reduce the risks during that installation. We have a very high emphasis on QHSE. We have a good specialist working with us who's got a great deal of experience, and he helps us in all the processes in setting up the procedures and standards in our company to address the quality issues. As I mentioned, the whole experience comes from the previous offshore projects. I don't have a lot myself, but my bosses do, and they're very good at it. We are specializing in the upfront engineering through implementation and then installation of the offshore projects. We're focusing on cost-effective solutions, but also the efficient ones that actually do work and aim to the right direction. We are ISO 9001 accredited through Lloyd's Register. We work with them very closely, actually, and we're aspiring for further accreditation from Lloyd's as well. Okay. So, as I mentioned, the company has been set up 3 years ago in 2010 by 4 experienced offshore manager engineers. And the main aim of the company from the initial point was to design a very effective way of installing offshore wind turbines. Moving to round 3, the turbines go bigger. So what has been done is all the requirements for installing in this challenging environment have been put together, and a solution has been designed. It wasn't just designed within the company, but through consulting with offshore developers, construction companies, and manufacturers, also in conjunction with the shipyard, and that's how we've created Otis, which is a project that I will tell you further about. We are focused on delivering game-changing technologies, gaining built on the oil and gas experience and bringing that into the renewable developments. And currently we have a few projects in the renewable sector that I will later discuss. In the oil and gas, because we're based in Aberdeen, it's very easy to work in, so we continue to support that field. We share the experience and gaining further knowledge. Oil and gas develops much faster than renewables, unfortunately, or fortunately. It's definitely a good field to learn. But what's important for our company is that we actually take the profit from oil and gas and invest a lot of it into the R&D programs that we run ourselves. Okay, so the project Otis, as I mentioned, is the main company project. So it's a big ship that can install wind turbines offshore, and that goes through piling, foundation installation that has been proven and analyzed. And at the moment, we're running an R&D study to install fully assembled turbines in one go from the floating vessel that I will later explain to you. So this project was set up with a shipyard in Netherlands. We're working with them very closely. We're consulting it with offshore installation, other companies and developers mainly that will later be using our ship. Okay. The wind turbine installation project is an R&D project. It's a very early stage, but we've been working on it for a year now. And it's supported by Scottish Enterprise. For those who don't know, Scottish Enterprise is a government organisation that invests in viable projects based in Scotland. We have set it up with University of Strathclyde, and they're doing the main analysis when it comes to calculation, stability of installation. So the concept is that on Otis you would put 4 6 megawatt turbines, and then you have to calculate how does it perform in the transportation, and then also during installation from the floating vessel, which is quite challenging. We're actually at the point that we've proven the transportation phase to a certain sea state, and now we're focusing on the installation bit. As I said, it's funded mostly through SMART, but it's got some of our input as well. Yeah, so that's wind turbine installation for you. To complete the picture of full installation, we have noticed that the industry is struggling with the noise that's being generated during piling. If you look here, the turbine sits on foundations. For deep water installation, it's usually jacket foundation, which basically sits on 3 or 4 piles that go into the seabed. So if you imagine a big wind farm, I don't know, 80 turbines, each foundation needs 4 piles. You've got an extent of 300 piling operations needing to be done. There's a lot of noise coming out of it, and noise spreads 4 times faster underwater than it does in air, so marine life is very much affected, and industry recognizes it as an issue. And actually German government has set limits to which you can produce noise during offshore wind installation. UK is aiming going in the same direction, so we came up with a solution with collaboration with quite a few companies, which has been supported by Scottish Enterprise again. It's a solution that uses air barrier to protect, to mitigate the noise emission from the piling. On the picture here you can see a 12-meter erected sleeve, which is like double glazing but made from different material that slides over pile, and you can do piling using an impact hammer. Maybe you don't know what's impact hammer, but basically something that you see on construction sites but goes underwater, and you pile the pile just inside the sleeve, and the sleeve prevents the noise spreading. We've done some testing in the Dundee quayside in June, and we have achieved quite promising results. We're now looking to an offshore trial to prove the system further. But going back to collaboration, the project has been partially funded through us, partially funded through Scottish Enterprise. We have received support from developers, and we have some support from organizations like Carbon Trust or DEC. And they hopefully through that we'll be able to prove that the product is something that the industry actually wants, and that it fulfills the scope that we assume for it. Okay. And this is a project that we're doing for oil and gas. It's still ongoing. It's a horizontal lay system for pipelines. We're working on the field reinstatement that has been damaged during a storm. And as a company, we put our engineers there to design the system that goes on a boat. So there's a very detailed conceptual engineering skills that we can't learn in the offshore wind yet, because the construction is, well, we're a bit too young to join it. For the last 3 years, we haven't managed to break through there to further develop our skills, but we've done it for oil and gas. And we did engineering, we did project management for it. We've worked closely with DNV on the third-party approval, and work closely with the client as well, helping out with interfaces. Actually, I'm currently for the next few months an interface engineer on the project, which is very challenging, but helps to learn on the best practices that we can later apply in renewables or anywhere we go ahead. Apart from that, apart from the main projects, we have quite a few other R&D activities on the go. And a lot of different conceptual ideas that we hope to pursue as soon as other projects come to an end, or as soon as we grow bigger. We're very much committed to the R&D and learning further. We have been involved in some FP7 projects. We bid for them with multiple companies. Unfortunately, not everything comes to a good end, but we spend a lot of effort trying to develop collaboration internationally and nationally. Okay, we also work very closely with universities. As mentioned before, University of Strathclyde, ongoing project. Last year we have helped Aberdeen Uni student to go through MSc project, and this year we've helped a few students from Robert Gordon in their MSc project, which was beneficial for both sides. Okay. So going further, we're a member of Institute of Mechanical Engineers, and that's what I really like, because company is very much committed to developing young engineers. They're helping in their gaining the chartership status and progressing further, providing a good workforce for future. Okay, we're a member of our ERG, and we're a member of Norstec, which is an organization that probably not all of you heard about, but basically brings a lot of companies and collaboration across the North Sea renewable developments. So in our future, we really hope to further grow our R&D portfolio. We will continue to collaborate across the industry, not only in the renewables, but also oil and gas, where the skill base is much more developed. We will support young engineers, bringing them to the industry. And finally, the innovation is at the heart of everything we do. So thank you very much for your attention, and I will take any questions.
Any questions?
that sort of deep blue sea thought between the previous speaker and yourself with regard to a hydrogen production and storage facility. Have your company considered the possibility of developing such a structure in the area of a wind farm? Because you have the advantage of a cool, constant temperature environment from the sea, plus the weight of it helping to offset the pressure difficulties of storing hydrogen normally in the atmospheric conditions.
Yes, actually, last year the student that came to us to work on this MESI project was looking at hydrogen storage and project and was considering the economics of it. So it wasn't me that worked with the student, but my other colleague and our other engineering manager have worked with him. So I could tell you later more about it, or I could show you his report. Very interesting. Unfortunately, we haven't had enough time, funding to investigate that further. But yes, we have looked into that and we're interested in it.
It's nice to think of hydrogen as a good thing on the seabed as opposed to hydrates on the seabed, which tend to be more of a problem.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oil and gas side of things.
Thank you.
Further questions from the audience? Thank you very
Cool.
much.